Hi, I'm Jon Bratton from Verses for Cards, and this is the beginning of a series of videos which I'd like to make about getting old poems. It's all about wrinklies, elders, oldsters, fogies, geriatrics, geezers, dodderies, old gits, senior citizens, pensioners, about poems to mock, self-mock fellow wrinklies, about decrepitude, bits drooping and dropping out, new bits growing in unwelcome places, failing senses, ears, eyes, difficulty in moving, bending, stooping, memory loss. Memory loss, I recall, starts going at about 12 and continues and then rapidly accelerates from about the age of 45. It's not appropriate to use the wrinkly stuff, the wrinkly humour, the mocking age stuff, if you're young, sending it to an older person. But it is appropriate if you're 50 and starting to feel your age to mock your fellow 50-year-old. So it's that sort of material. One of the difficulties in having a website as against a book is that you need to have search terms. You need to put the keywords in so you're found. So for example, to be found for a 30th birthday poems, you need to have a page, 30th birthday poems, and 40th and 50th and 60th and 70th and so on. And each of those pages have to be full of material, full of good original material for the search engines to rate them. What that means, of course, is that most of the material, particularly that about growing older, the Rinkensult type of material, starts at 30 and goes right through to 80. If you see my laptop coming into, there it is, coming into shot, it's me using it as a sort of prop, because I can't remember any of this stuff. I wrote it, but I don't remember it. Okay, let me run through some of the stuff I've got. This set is from 30th birthday poems. 30 is the lowest big old birthday, and not thought of as being old. Youthfully challenged, yes of course, but still beautiful and bold. Be eccentric now. Don't wait for old age to wear purple. Do it now. Happy 30th birthday. May your 30th be your flirtiest, mirthiest and dirtiest. The rest I've woven into a sort of speech, a roasting, but each of the 4-line verses could stand alone as a birthday, as a 4-liner on a birthday card. These compliments are the calm before the storm. This is the mild-mannered part. But, Jonathan, face it, there are early signs that you're beginning to fall apart. The aging process is well underway. In dog years, you're already dead. You're beginning to be far too sexy for your hair. How long before it's not there, on your head? Oh, you've still got the body of a god. But here's a thought to make you shudder. You might think you're now like Zeus, but how long before you're like Buddha? Even now you're slowing down. You're not as fit as you were, we bet. We reckon now that pushing your luck is the most exercise you get. You're not over the hill, but the hill's in sight. You've noticed the path's getting steep. Sometimes nowadays you wake up grumpy, but often as not you let her sleep. Yes, that hill the old folks are over, you'll soon have to negotiate. Wrinkling and sagging will begin to appear at a seemingly alarming rate. You'll soon be needing a pair of specs, or you'll soon be needing stronger specs for your rapidly fading eyes. Already your supply of brain cells is down to a manageable size. Just as you start to get the hang of it, you'll lose interest in sex, and your arms will become too short to read. You'll need extra specs. On vacation, you'll find your energy will run out before your money, and should you knock your elbow, you'll find your bones are no longer funny. Compliments you'll give will be few, and complaints you'll make will be many. Your socks will appear wrinkled when you're not wearing any. You'll find that what doesn't hurt doesn't work, and that the pharmacist becomes your best friend. Your slow old fart like driving will drive youthful others round the bend. You look for ages for your glasses and they'll be there on the top of your head. You'll start to read the obits before getting out of bed. But hey, look on the bright side. Things you buy then won't wear out. Come upstairs and make love, the wife will cry, I can't do both. You'll hear yourself shout. Even when you're not eating cereals, you'll hear snap, crackle, pop. And when you just put on your running shoes, you'll feel the need to stop. You'll start getting breathless walking down a flight of stairs, and you'll soon feel like the morning after when you haven't been anywheres. Bending down will be harder than it used to be. You'll go red and wheeze. You'll think if God had wanted you to touch your toes, he'd have put them on your knees. How long before your wedding tackle stops standing up to watch you shave? How long before you went out with the boys you find it easier just to behave? Your nose and ears will have more hair than what's on your head. You'll go check about your dodgy memory, then forget what the doctor said. You'll start to like accordion music and grow vegetables for a prize. You'll throw a party at your house and the neighbours won't realise. You'll struggle to untangle yourself when your legs are crossed. You'll often say nowadays, then tell folk what a loaf of bread used to cost. You'll have heated arguments about pension plans and play dominoes in the bar. You'll light the candles on your birthday cake and a circle of campers will sing Kumbaya. We knew you'd find this depressing, but we did it anyway, what the heck. We're your friends, it's our duty to provide a reality check. But enough, we should end here, no more should be said. We're conscious that at your age, it'll soon be time for bed. A very happy birthday, Jonathan. We've stretched the truth, nay, we've lied. We couldn't have insulted you any more, but believe us, mate, we tried. In Roman numerals, you're now XXX, so exuberantly you must go experiencing the coming excellent years before you reach the big 40. You're hurtling towards that big 40 when life begins, they say, but for now, act like a 30-year-old. Have a happy, irresponsible day. So, as you can see, that was for a 30-year-old. Most of it was about aging at a later stage, but it's just as appropriate for a 30-year-old by saying, you'll soon be there, you're getting there, it's just round the corner. I'll continue this, we'll move on to 40th birthday poems. I've got lots of material about from 30 onwards, 30 through till say a 100-year-old, about the getting old process. And as I've said, it needs to be separated onto separate pages, but much of the material is the same. So the stuff for a 40-year-old is just as appropriate for a 70-year-old. Only the number changes, but the general decrepitude is much the same. The general growing old process is much the same. I do have at the on the site navigation down the left-hand side of my site, under the main heading of birthday, the very first navigation button is for the birthday sitemap. There's 15 or so pages, all about the aging process, all about the bits drooping and dropping off and the new bits growing in unwelcome places. All that humour that relates to the aging process, and all of it is interchangeable. So if you haven't found what you want for a 40-year-old, for example, under the 40th birthday poems page, switch to the 50th, or the 30th, or beyond, and you may well find exactly what you're after. Right, I'll now do the 40th birthday poems. Don't think of 40 as 10 years older than 30. Think of it as only 1 year older than 39. Go ahead, as it's your birthday. Delusion today is just fine. Enjoy, it's a good employ. Here's one from wife to hubby. Dear hubby, now you're 40, I should be able to change you for 220s. But could I cope? Happy big 4-0 day to my big 4-0 man. What a lot of special wishes this 40th birthday message brings. Wishes for a day that's filled with the very best of things. And for a year that sees your fondest hopes come true. And every wish is warmly meant because it's meant for you. Now there you go, that's an example of a one which isn't insulting. It's a nice thing, it has the word, it has 40th birthday message in, but you can just as easily use it for any of the other birthdays, changing 40th to 50th, for example. It's hard to find a greeting nice enough to send to you for your special 40th birthday that the usual ones won't do. But this one seems just perfect, for it really makes it clear that you're wished the very best today and throughout this milestone year. Happy 40th birthday. Once again, appropriate for any of the special birthdays, change the number. It's your 40th birthday, and here's what I'm betting. These are the things you've got or will very soon be getting. The downward force of gravity, your worst enemy, soon will be you'll no longer like to sprawl on the floor to watch TV. You could soon live without sex, but not at all without your specs. You will still pay many bills by licking envelopes and mailing cheques. Everything's finally beginning to click, the knee, the neck, the elbow. Sleeping over on the couch will soon become a no-no. You'll often look forward to a very dull night in. All your favourite music will be found in the Walmart bargain bin. Getting lucky will be finding your car in a crowded parking lot. You'll have hair in your ears, but on your head, sadly not. You'll find yourself carrying an umbrella in case of rain, and being content to drive sedately in the inside lane. You'll start to wear a hat for warmth and for show. And you'll tell your pals the same tale you told them days ago. You'll be asked for advice from young'uns, and you'll be glad, and you'll feel twinges in places you didn't know you had. Clues that you're aging will come in fits and starts. You'll regret certain reversals, like dry dreams and wet farts. You'll tell your kids about the olden days and how little pocket money you got, and they'll diss all the music you still think is hot. You'll take a metal detector to the beach, and good grass will be your loan. And when out past 10:30, you'll be inclined to yawn. You'll start to wonder when your wild oats turn to shredded wheat, and you'll be more than willing to take it when someone offers you their seat. I could go on, but I won't. Go pour yourself a beer and have a very happy birthday, for it's all downhill from here. Nothing is too good for someone like you, so this comes with love and with warm wishes too. For a wonderful time now your 40th landmark is here, and all that is best every day on this special milestone year. I'll now find the 50th birthday stuff. Happy 50th birthday poems. Oh no, say it isn't so, not the big 5-0. You don't stop laughing because you grow old because you stop laughing, I'm told. Keep laughing through to your 60th. It's your 50th birthday, let the celebration start. Enjoy life's oh so precious gifts and remain young at heart. You've started to decompose, but that's how life goes. So what if hair grows on toes and up nose and elsewhere I've chose not to disclose? Just depilate and party late and have a very happy birthday, mate. And that's it for the 50th.